you guys laugh all you want, but have you ever used a restroom after a vegan? Yeah, this is what you paid for. Mwah, Chibella. You stay here and work on the car.
Okay.
Me and Gavin are canceled. Yep.
Okay.
Canceled! Yes! What's up, people? We are back with the V12 King Zero supercar build. Yes! And you may have noticed there's a line there on the nose, which means today we're going to start fixing my screw up with the nose, which goes way back when I was trying to get pictures and drawings and try to get the original proportions right. And I found this architectural drawing of the car, but it was a bootleg Russian drawing of an Italian car, and it was a disaster. And it manifested with the nose being too big. And I am totally ready to go. But if you guys notice, we've got both the Zoomer, Gavin, and the Boomer, Jacob, back. But they're over there, they're wearing a Hawaiian shirt and drinking Grolsch beer and eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, aren't they? You guys, what are you doing?
We're taking our union break.
You're taking your union break? Mm-hmm. I thought this was normal work for a union. Do I get a beer? Did you bring enough for the whole class? That? Yes. Is this actual beer?
What I forget?
Why are they different colors?
That's the Rodler.
Something hinky's going on here. The what?
Rodler.
What's Rodler?
You never heard of that?
You've never heard of Rodler?
No, I've never heard of Rodler.
Uncultured.
Uncultured?
It was actually a beverage that was invented by bicyclists for the summer.
Okay.
Because drinking straight beer was just a bit much.
Is it alcoholic?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It is?
But they would mix beer with lemonade.
So this isn't beer?
No.
Well, what is it?
Well, actually, it had beer in it, but I'm using it for iced tea and lemonade.
This is iced tea?
Yep.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah. Hey, if you want the real stuff next time, I'll bring some.
Yeah! We need apple juice and bubbly beverages of German descent.
We need fizz.
All right, so Jacob, what are we gonna do here? What do you want to do? I know what I want to do. I want to cut stuff and melt stuff and weld stuff.
You said something about attacking something.
Yes, let's attack the nose.
Sounds a bit violent.
Yes. Do you know what my last name is? It literally means a violent attempt to overthrow a governing body. Come on. Yes, let's get violent.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Driving race cars is fun, but it's difficult to source unobtainium parts and get the right engineering expertise. Since 1975, Taylor Race Engineering down in Texas has done just that. So whether you're looking for dog rings and straight cut gears for your road racing car, or you are on a college Formula SAE team and you guys need a chain drive differential and trapeze, this is the place you got to call, guys. Or go to the internet at taylor-race.com. You can see a link in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. All right, guys, so I've got the lower panel off the front of the car, and you will notice the line that I drew on the part of the fender here now. That's what's got to be taken up. And the reason that has to do with is if I get out of the way here, follow that line with your eye and then continue it. Then it'll sort of continue the line with the bottom rocker of the car. So that's really got to come up. Like I said in the early part, the reason this was so far down was I extrapolated the line off the bottom of the chassis and brought it straight out. And that was literally one of the first points I made of the car. Sadly, it was wrong to begin with because, of course, the chassis of this car is completely different than how the original artwork I'm emulating was done. So that's that. So here's the panel that I yanked off it, 20 gauge steel. This is one of the first panels I make. So I really, in a way, don't mind that this had to happen. It was able to come off really quickly. Obviously, we can recycle this or use some of the pieces for other things, but it's an opportunity to do it even better. And the other thing about the front where the headlights go, for whatever reason in the initial, it's sort of curled up on the sides and it had like a Mona Lisa smile going on. So we're gonna get rid of that. Gavin, I've got my ideas on where to go with this, but what do you think our next step is?
Well, I think the next step after you drew the line there is really to, I think we need to bring the fenders in, get them where we need to go, find the lines, and if we need to, I think we need to maybe cut out new pieces of the steel wire, get those in place, get all of our points measured and spaced correctly, and then kind of go from there, trimming up this bottom panel to fit back where it should go.
I agree. And the other issue we've got here, and I think Jacob will notice this, you guys didn't necessarily get to see it really well, but I already fitted, can you take that please? Yep. I already fitted the LED light bars that will be the headlights to it. And when we go ahead and shrink the nose in so it's a little pointier, it'll reflect the lines of the side of the car better and just be a better balanced artwork. It's going to screw up our headlights. So Jacob, I'm going to have to refigure out these headlights. You got any ideas on that?
Did they fit perfectly in before?
Yeah, we're probably going to have to. We've got right now, see this mount right here? Mm-hmm. If we bring in the nose more than an inch, inch and a half, we're going to have to redo the mounts and stuff. Well, I think we got 2 inches to spare and we could still use the same headlights, but we'll have to redo the mounting system.
What if we reset the headlights back further? Because it goes from a narrower position wider. So if we set them back, we might be able to fit them in.
You have a good point, but it would have to be a lot potentially. The other thing we can do is but the other problem is the farther you set them back, the more light might be dispersed funny. So I'll have to do a lens. But we'll try it, and you guys will see what, should we just constrain these points in space next and get it in, and then figure it out from the top?
Yeah, wherever you want those to land, we can go from there then.
Okay, we'll do the top next. All right, guys, time lapse. But about cock, God. Yeah, I'm fine. Cock, what's up, people? So I am naturally referring to the male of the birds that are on farms, and also that piece of wire that I don't like. Anywho, you guys, welcome to reality. Keep rolling. So we cut everything up. This is no longer attached. We're using a piece of masking tape just to hold it in place. Now, in looking it up at the top, and you guys probably saw it as well, we have moved this from the outer part 3 1/4 inches in. That is a massive, massive amount. And so what we were doing is we could go back to pictures and drawings and be super nerds, but really it just comes down to, does it look right? So we look at some pictures of the old thing. We kind of vibe with the art of the early 70s in Italy, and it looks pretty good. I mean, what do you guys think? It's just subtle and smoother and is nice. So next, we're gonna throw the wheels on in time lapse, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut this, and we're gonna start getting ready to roll it for a wire and get that on there and lock it in place. Here we go. Whoa, all right, you guys, so that was about it for today. We gave the car a nose job, and now it's tapered in a much more svelte and beautiful way. If you guys will notice from the profile over there, keep in mind that the rear end of the car will be a little higher in the air in relation to the front when it's on the ground and on its wheels, as per it is now. So I'm really liking the balance and the look of it. What do you think about it, Jacob?
Looking sexier and sexier all the time.
Yes, how about you?
We were dreading doing the nose. At least I kind of was, and I know you were.
Same.
And no, it's turning out really freaking cool.
It went
Really
well.
liking it, yeah.
It was reasonably easy, and it was
smooth.
pretty rewarding thing to do today.
I wasn't worried. I knew you'd do it.
That's because we didn't have to work hard today.
Yeah.
Also, if y'all noticed in the time lapse when we were putting the wheels on, Gavin was doing a great job. Was putting on, and then I went over to the far side with this particular gentleman.
You're not.
And there was like this entity. It was like an old science fiction. What was that TV show? The Twilight Zone?
Twilight Zone.
There's like that floating blob that probably got William Shatner or something in the day. Except this particular blob emanated from Jacob.
Are you going to do this to me? Should you not be showing more respect for your elders?
What do you mean? I'm just talking about the story of the day and how things went.
Yeah, it went very well.
I also showed
went very well.
I showed him respect, if you may have noticed, by a little bit of chemical warfare on my own part. It was well timed. Didn't see it coming. Perhaps we should consider changing your diet, and you should probably stop eating your cat's food. Because my dad had Weimaraners when I was a kid, and it smelled much the same.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
We're thinking about having everybody here, including Jake, go on an all-vegetarian diet, perhaps veganism. I mean, and you guys laugh all you want, but have you ever used a restroom after a vegan?
No, I'm not sure I want to.
Oh, it's pleasant.
You don't know
like-
me after I've had onion rings.
Oh, no, that sounds bad, man. That's fried.
So
It's all the fried oil stuff.
No, it's
That's
like
vegan.
Oh, it's like horse manure. That's not so bad. You know, it's just carnivore poop is bad news.
Like I said, you haven't been around me after I've had onion rings.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. You've learned a lot today, all about metalworking. This is some wholesome activity. And doesn't that car look nice? Yeah, this is what you paid for. Mwah, Chipella. We should probably just end now and go away and cancel our own channel.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, should we
I'm
cancel the
not
channel?
canceling nothing. I
right.
want to get those fenders
Okay,
done.
you stay here and work on the car.
Okay.
Me and Gavin are canceled.
Yep.
Okay.
Canceled! Yes! Boomers, you can't cancel them. Huge huge shout out to KW Suspension. Guys, this year you're gonna see beautiful coilovers such as this going on many of my cars, including my Porsche 944, my Dodge Viper, and even some of these crazy race cars. And the reason is simple. This is one of the best shock companies in the world. It was founded in Germany in 1992 by Klaus Wohlfarth, and recently they just launched a new 1.2 million square foot robotic warehouse where they're creating unbelievably nice suspension components such as this for 15 different original equipment manufacturers. So, whether you're a street enthusiast, a weekend track warrior, or you are building the Le Mans car of your dreams, guys, check out KW Suspension. Unbelievably nice shocks. So go down in the description below, patronize them. You're gonna be glad you did.